Jericho Sims was benched yesterday in the game where the Knicks dominated against a Hornets team that could not go against them. We saw Precious Achiuwa return. We saw what he was able to do, but we also saw Jericho Sims get benched in that game. He went in the game. He made a few errors. Didn't do exactly what he needed to do. And because of that, Tom Thibodeau pulled him. After the game, the media talked to Tom Thibodeau about what he did with Jericho Sims and him benching him. And he had a lot to say about the situation. So we're going to break down exactly what Tom Thibodeau said about benching Jericho Sims and exactly what Precious Achiuwa's future is moving forward with this team. We're going to be talking about all of those reports for you guys today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and have notifications turned on as well too. So that way, anytime we drop new content, you get notified. And now, let's get started. The Knicks bench Jericho Sims. I was a little bit shocked to see this because I wasn't expecting him to get benched. Now, if everybody was watching the game like I was last night, when the Knicks were facing the Charlotte Hornets, we saw exactly why he was benched. When he was first entered into the game and he was given a pass, he was underneath the basket and somehow, some way, he still missed the shot. But there was one play that I remember him doing. Jalen Brunson, I think it was Jalen Brunson, might have been Josh Hart. Anyways, he gets the ball. After he gets the ball, instead of passing it right away, he takes the ball and he runs up the floor about 2 or 3 feet. And then he looks back and he passes the ball anyways. When he does that, he causes the turnover and the Hornets are able to convert on 2 points down the other end of the floor. That was caused by Jericho Sims. All of those factors led to him being benched. And then after the game, Ian Bagley, SNY NBA insider, asked Tom Thibodeau about why he benched Jericho Sims, and he gave us the following response to that. Shout out to Ian Bagley for giving us all this information here and providing all of these great updates for us. We got to give a shout out here to New York basketball as well, too, for breaking it down. So clearly, as you guys can see here, Tom Thibodeau benched Jericho Sims after a rough 3 minutes in the game. Precious Achiuwa, when he returned, he played 12 minutes. Now, according to Tom Thibodeau, when Ian Bagley asked if Jericho Sims was situational now because Precious Achiuwa was back, and obviously he was benched, here was Tom Thibodeau's response. I didn't like the energy of the group. Started searching for something to get us going. You got to make sure you're getting things done out there. That's at least what Tom Thibodeau was stating about why he benched Jericho Sims in that game. And here's exactly what Ian Bagley had to say regarding Achiuwa, him returning, and what his role is going to be moving forward. And for me, this was the biggest update for them all, because I thought when Achiuwa came back, somebody was going to lose minutes. And it looks like Jericho Sims is that player. According to Ian Bagley, he states that Precious Achiuwa made his regular season debut on Thursday after missing the first 21 games due to a hamstring strain. Achiuwa played 11 minutes against Charlotte. How does the rotation change with Achiuwa back? It's possible that Jericho Sims' minutes will decrease. Sims played just 3 minutes on Thursday. Thibodeau was asked if Achiuwa's presence would remove Sims from the regular rotation. I want to read this quote again because I missed this first part there. If you notice, New York basketball didn't have the no part there. But in Ian Bagley's response in his official article, he has the response stating, no, I didn't like the energy of the group, so we just started to search for something else that could get us going. You have to go out there and make sure that you're getting things done out there, that you're doing your job and playing your role. Clearly, it was perfectly clear when you saw Jericho Sims out there. He was not playing the role that he needed to play. He was not doing what he needed to do defensively, not getting us rebounds, and he was not having an impact. When he got the ball in his hands, he was turning the ball over. I am not surprised that he was taken off the floor. What I am surprised, though, is he was benched. He was one of our best players on the court a couple of games ago in terms of defense, in terms of getting offensive rebounds, and all of those things. That doesn't change after one game. So was he benched in this game? He absolutely was. Tom Thibodeau basically admitted it. He said he was benched because he did not like the energy of that group. And I understand taking him out of the game for a few minutes, but we didn't see him again for the entire game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but with Achiuwa coming back, and obviously he has to get minutes somewhere. I know the rookies are likely not going to get enough time. Some of them are likely going to go to the G League. We saw Pacome Dadier go to the G League. Tyler Kolek and Ariel Hukporti, they're likely going to go there too as the Knicks get healthier. We're going to get Landry Shamet back soon. In January, we're getting Mitchell Robinson back. We just got Precious Achiuwa back. He may have played only 12 minutes, but I think that was by design. He's likely on a minutes restriction because of that hamstring injury. Maybe give him a couple of games. He'll likely get back to his normal minutes rotation. Maybe that's 25 minutes a night. Maybe that's 30 minutes a night, depending on who we're playing. But the main takeaway here is Precious Achiuwa is somebody that is trusted by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to play him in the game. He wants to have him in the lineup. We saw it yesterday. When there is a lineup of Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Precious Achiuwa playing, that entire lineup can switch like that. Like that. And they're good offensively and defensively. They can shoot the ball and they can protect the ball. They can protect the paint. They can protect the perimeter a little bit better than some of the other rotations we saw out there. And because of their ability to switch, nobody's ever unguarded. Everybody has a hand in their face and every shot is contested. That's what you get with the lineup that can switch like that. Thibodeau didn't run it a lot, but I think going forward, if the Knicks have an issue defensively, I promise you, you're going to see that lineup. We didn't see Campaign last night. He's dealing with an elbow injury. What happens when he comes back? He's going to be inserted into the lineup. That means you get more scoring and more defense and more playmaking with that lineup. And Achiuwa helming the 5 in that lineup for maybe 7 to 8 minutes a night, they can do damage. They can switch. Defensively, they're probably one of our better lineups that we have out there. And when Tom Thibodeau wants to experiment with the double big lineup, and we saw it last night with Achiuwa and Towns, it works. Because if Towns gets lost or he loses his man or he gets beat, who's there to clean it up? Achiuwa. He's going to be able to switch on Towns' man, and then right when he does that, Towns can switch on Achiuwa's guy. And that's where you get that better switch, you get better defense, and you get less players going inside the paint thinking that they can get whatever they want and they can penetrate. Jericho Sims, for everything that he does on the defensive side of the ball, he is a liability on the offensive side. He doesn't look for his shot. He is not aggressive, and you saw it last night. He passes the ball. He continues to pass the ball even if he has a first step on his opponent. You can't do that in the NBA. If you're past your guard, if you're past your guy, go to the rack and dunk it. Hit it. Get contact. Do something. You can't look back after you've moved forward and pass the ball because everybody then knows that's what you're going to do. They're going to read you. They're going to time you, and that's what they did. That's why Tom Thibodeau benched him and took him out of the game. Achiuwa coming back, and the fact that Jericho Sims didn't play more than 3 minutes, that tells you everything that you need to know moving forward. I'm not saying that Sims will not see time. He likely will, but he's going to be situational. Precious Achiuwa came back. His first game back, he plays 12 minutes. If Jericho Sims maybe doesn't have the same issues, maybe he plays 7 to 8 minutes. It's not like Jericho Sims was playing 20 minutes or even 25 minutes. It was hard for Sims to play even 12 minutes at times during games when he was healthy. Sometimes he would only play 9 minutes. The fact that Achiuwa played 12 on his debut game for the Knicks tells you everything. He is going to play significant minutes for the Knicks moving forward. And if Tom Thibodeau does not want to expand the rotation, then the only way to do what he needs to do to get Precious Achiuwa more minutes is to reduce the minutes to somebody else. Who's left? It's Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is going to lose minutes. Precious Achiuwa is going to gain those minutes. The only way they're going to share the floor together is if Tom Thibodeau wants to sub out OG and put Precious Achiuwa in the lineup. If he does that, then maybe he subs out Karl-Anthony Towns and we get Sims in the lineup there. That's a different, but another type of double big lineup that Tom Thibodeau can run. Now, maybe the only way he runs that is if Jericho Sims gives him confidence. But he's not going to give him confidence if he keeps turning the ball over, if he doesn't have an impact, at least defensively, if he's not getting those rebounds. Do I think that Jericho Sims is forever benched, that he's not going to see any more time for the Knicks? No, I don't believe that. Clearly, given the effort, given the impact, given all the numbers and the eye test over the last few games, he hasn't lost his spot after one bad game. However, Achiuwa's here. He's trusted by Tom Thibodeau. He played 12 minutes in his debut game, likely on a minutes restriction. What happens when he's not on a minutes restriction? The Knicks need more defense and offense out there, and you need to pick between Sims and Achiuwa. Who are you going to pick? Tom Thibodeau basically said it yesterday. He's going to pick Achiuwa. he's going to get those minutes, and that's the player you're going to see on the floor, either closing games or with Karl Anthony Towns.
If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knicks fans, and until next time, peace.